If you find yourself with a camera in your hand and want to learn how to use it, please subscribe to this channel, like the videos, comment below. Hey Photos family, in some recent videos I said that we would be showing you the light modifier I had on my smaller umbrella strobe. So this is the video of that promise. So we've got what we call barn doors, and these can be individually adjusted. Each flange can be pushed up independent. It is not actuated by gearing system to open or close. You can adjust each side as you need. I actually haven't seen a barn door system with any kind of gearing. I would find that as a huge limitation to how I use these for lighting a photograph. But with that benefit, you can see it's just a simple hinge connection right there with screws to hold on the flange, and the hinge over here on the harness, as I called it before, that will attach to your umbrella strobe. So there's two styles of flange. This one narrows out to the tip and comes up to a standard width of every other flange, but you have one style of flange on each side. So you've got the slightly tapering further out you go on the right and the left. And then as I turn this out here, I don't want to get you confused, but to show you by limitation of my video camera here, the other flange has a slight widening. It's wider out here than it is down here at the harness itself. It has the same flange hinge style, but the two that widen out at the end, these barn doors, have a crease or a slight bend in them. You can see that angle there that these other two do not. This is a complete flat panel or flange, and so is the opposite of the same side. They do, as we talked about, have some common dimensions of where they meet up with the light harness, but the reason and the use for barn doors, why two sides have, and each opposing side have that narrowing, is so that the flanges that widen can sit atop and below the narrowing, so that there's a type of focused, harsh light. Rather than spreading that light out, it can reflect and narrow the amount of light so that it's almost highlighting or spotlighting what the director wants that light to give for effect, and highlighting or drawing attention to a given area. The wider you spread, obviously the more unshielded, undirected light you have to spill and fill over the rest of the area that that light is designed to attack, quote unquote attack, or to fill with light. The other benefit is if you put the widening flanges inside first, then that, in the same effect of limiting the wider flanges from going down, as we showed in just the recent illustration, it will also prevent these narrowed flanges from coming further in, but it gives much more of a portrait, a landscape lighting, unless you want to turn it this way, and it's similar to a street lamp, that sort of stuff. So it allows you to narrow the light spillover, but it gives you the method and the ability to create the shapes and directionality of the light that you want. Now, they will not and cannot, not designed to prevent spillover from between the flanges, but the more narrowed you bring the flanges in, the less spillover from between the flanges that you will have. The benefit is that the barn door light modifier is intended to narrow, not completely stop all light spillover. So this is more of an accent modifier, not a whole light situation or photograph light modifier. Now, before we close the video, let me show you how this attaches to our umbrella light and secure it down so that it doesn't come off of your light in the use during your photograph. Let me turn this off for a moment so that it's not as bright in our video. And as before, these are the same style of screw attachments on the back as we had with the other when we were using our grid spot. So it places on top of our umbrella light just in front of the vents so that we're not clamping down on those. And you screw down one side and the opposite so that you can see and you are sure that those two are tightening down very well. And you tighten this down and its opposite screw so that as it tightens up, now you can test and pull and wiggle, and there is very little wiggle room on that barn door light modifier. Now that I have the light modifier attached, I can adjust the barn doors and get the light that I want, directing it and preventing its spillover into the atmosphere that I don't want, because I want me lit, not the background lit as well. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below what you liked and learned, any questions that you have or you would like further information, introduction on. And if you're not yet a subscriber, we would love to add you to our Photos family. Just click that subscribe button and make sure the notification bell is on. Thank you so much. God bless.